Across the vast plains of Kenya, a people have survived centuries of change, war, and colonization, warriors, herders, and keepers of a culture older than many nations. They are the Maasai, a tribe defined by courage, tradition, and an unbreakable bond with the land and their cattle. Join us as we explore their ancient rituals, fearless warriors, and remarkable way of life, and discover how the Maasai continue to survive in a modern world that's always trying to change them. Origins of the Maasai. The Maasai are a Nilotic ethnic group whose origins trace back to the Upper Nile Valley in present-day South Sudan. Linguistic and oral historical evidence suggests that their ancestors were part of the Eastern Nilotic migrations that began moving southward around the first millennium CE. These migrations were driven by the search for grazing land and water, shaping the Maasai's enduring identity as pastoralists. By approximately the 15th century, the Maasai had settled across large areas of southern Kenya and northern Tanzania. Their movement into the East African Rift Valley allowed them to dominate expansive grasslands ideally suited for cattle herding. Cattle became central to Maasai life not only as a source of food, but as the foundation of wealth, social status, and spiritual belief. Maasai oral tradition holds that Enkai, their supreme deity, granted all cattle on earth to the Maasai. This belief reinforced their pastoral economy and justified territorial expansion during what historians call the Maasai expansion of the 18th and early 19th centuries, when Maasai influence spread widely across East Africa. Land, cattle, and identity of the Maasai people. For the Maasai people of Kenya, land and cattle are not merely economic resources, they are the foundation of identity, culture, and spiritual life. Their worldview is inseparable from the open grasslands of East Africa, where generations of Maasai have lived as semi-nomadic pastoralists. Land is central to Maasai existence. Traditionally held communally, it allowed seasonal movement in search of pasture and water, ensuring the survival of both people and livestock. This mobility shaped Maasai social organization, settlement patterns, and deep ecological knowledge. The land is not owned in the Western sense. It is respected as a shared inheritance passed down through generations. At the heart of Maasai identity lies cattle. Wealth, status, and security are measured by the size and health of one's herd. Cattle provide milk, meat, and, in times of ritual, blood, and essential elements of the Maasai diet. They are also used as bride wealth in marriage, reinforcing social bonds and continuity within the community. Spiritually, cattle hold sacred meaning. Maasai belief teaches that Enkai, their supreme god, entrusted all cattle on earth to the Maasai people. This belief elevates herding from an occupation to a divine responsibility, shaping moral values such as stewardship, generosity, and courage. Together, land and cattle define what it means to be Maasai. Even in the face of land loss, modernization, and environmental pressure, this relationship remains a powerful marker of identity, anchoring the Maasai to their past while guiding their adaptation to the future. The Maasai warriors of the plain. The Maasai warriors of the plains, known as Moran, have long stood as symbols of strength, courage, and discipline in East Africa. For centuries, they formed the military and protective backbone of Maasai society, tasked with defending cattle, territory, and community across the open savannas of Kenya and northern Tanzania. Becoming a warrior was not a matter of age alone, but of initiation and endurance. Young men underwent rigorous rites of passage, including circumcision and prolonged periods of training, during which they learned combat skills, survival techniques, and the moral code of the Maasai. Endurance, bravery, and loyalty were essential virtues, and fearlessness in the face of danger was deeply admired. Traditionally, Maasai warriors protected herds from predators and rival groups, and they played a key role in cattle raids, an accepted practice in earlier times that tested strength and strategic skill. Armed with spears, shields, and clubs, they relied on coordination and intimate knowledge of the land rather than large-scale warfare. Beyond combat, warriors embodied cultural pride. Their distinctive dress, hairstyles, and the famous Adumu jumping dance expressed vitality and readiness for adulthood. The dance, often performed during ceremonies, symbolized strength, stamina, and unity among warriors. In the modern era, the role of the Maasai warrior has evolved. While warfare has largely ended due to national laws and changing social structures, the warrior spirit remains central to Maasai identity. Today, it represents resilience, responsibility, and the enduring bond between the Maasai people and the plains they call home. Beliefs, rituals, and spiritual life of the Maasai tribe. The spiritual life of the Maasai tribe is deeply interwoven with their daily existence, guiding social order, morality, and their relationship with nature. At the center of Maasai belief is Enkai, also called Engai, a single, supreme deity associated with rain, fertility, and life itself. Enkai is believed to manifest both benevolence and wrath, reflecting the balance between harmony and hardship in the natural world. Maasai spirituality is not confined to temples or written doctrine. Instead, it is expressed through rituals, oral tradition, and communal ceremonies. Elders hold spiritual authority, serving as mediators between Enkai and the people. Through prayers, blessings, and sacrifices often involving cattle, elders seek rain, protection, health, and prosperity for the community. Rituals mark every major stage of life. Birth ceremonies welcome new life and ensure spiritual protection. Initiation rites, including circumcision, transitioning of boys and girls into adulthood. Marriage ceremonies strengthen family and clan bonds, while rituals associated with elderhood confer wisdom and authority. These rites reinforce unity and continuity across generations. Cattle play a sacred role in Maasai religious life. As gifts entrusted by Enkai, they are central to offerings and blessings. Even natural phenomena such as rain, drought, and illness are interpreted through a spiritual lens, emphasizing respect for the land and divine balance. Through their beliefs and rituals, the Maasai maintain a spiritual framework that sustains identity, reinforces social harmony, and affirms their enduring connection to both the natural and the divine worlds. Today, the Maasai of Kenya navigate a delicate balance between preserving tradition and adapting to a rapidly changing world. While their culture remains one of the most recognizable and enduring in Africa, modern challenges have reshaped many aspects of Maasai life. Education has become increasingly important. Many Maasai children now attend schools, learning languages and skills that allow them to participate in Kenya's broader society. Women, historically excluded from formal decision-making, are increasingly advocating for education, healthcare, and social rights, slowly reshaping gender roles within the community. Economic pressures have also introduced change. Pastoralism remains central, but the Maasai now supplement their livelihoods through tourism, crafts, and wage labor. The Maasai Mara and other protected areas attract visitors worldwide, allowing the Maasai to share their culture while earning income. Yet tourism also creates tension, as it sometimes encourages commercialization of rituals and traditions. Environmental and political pressures continue to affect the Maasai. Climate change, droughts, and restrictions on grazing land challenge traditional herding practices. At the same time, government policies and land privatization force communities to navigate legal and economic systems that often conflict with centuries-old customs. Despite these pressures, the Maasai demonstrate remarkable resilience and adaptability. They selectively integrate modern tools and ideas while maintaining core traditions, such as communal decision-making, warrior rituals, and spiritual practices centered on cattle and land. In the modern world, the Maasai are not relics of the past, they are living culture. Their ability to preserve identity while adapting to change is a testament to a people whose strength has always come from their land, cattle, and enduring social bonds. Stories like this don't survive on the plains alone, they survive when they're shared. If this documentary deepened your understanding of the Maasai people, support the story. Like this video so more people can see it. Subscribe to the channel for more powerful documentaries on history, culture, and civilizations that shaped our world. Your support keeps these stories alive, from the savannas of Kenya to the screens around the globe. Subscribe, because history lives on when we remember it.